Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. On this video I would like to talk to you about how it is living with autism as an adult. Well, even though everyone in life can have something going on, like we can all have difficult days and some good days and all that stuff, but when it comes to people who have like high functioning autism like myself, like it's much harder for me to actually like try to get through certain things in life, such as like how to be, you know, a mature adult and stuff like that, how to take responsibilities and all that stuff. Even if I keep trying though, I still can have my moments though when I can have trouble understanding certain situations. But even if I keep trying and I am trying to do things myself without asking for help, and then something goes wrong, even if I wasn't doing something like anything bad, then sometimes I can still be told that this is not the right way to do it and stuff like that, even if it's not a bad thing to do. Like for example, like when I am trying to spend money and stuff like that, even though like I know I gotta pay bills and all this stuff, but sometimes I am, but I can be really obsessed with things such as like video games and my vacuum cleaners, my antiques and all this stuff, even though I'm a big spender. But even if I do things the right way, sometimes, I still am told not to stop spending all that money and stuff like that for a while. But even if I was not completely broke and I still like had, some spending to money to do all that, stuff like that. And also, like, another hard thing about that is that sometimes people can even take advantage of me sometimes, because like when I need advantage, like if I am like functioning enough, like some people may think that they can start to be strict with me because I really can, because they think I can handle hard situations now, but they're wrong, because you can't force people to do something they don't like, whether you have a disability or not. And sometimes, like, what I try to tell my friends and family and all this, that some things you just have to let go, especially when someone is suffering with something for so long, such as my disability, which is my autism. Like, some things I do try to do things, the right way, but sometimes if I do things a little different, like do things, like have a different strategy of things than other people do, but like the ones that don't have disabilities, and they sometimes they can get upset just because I do it a different way. But it's okay, because just because I do something different doesn't mean that it's the wrong way. Sometimes it's just the better way to do it, especially because my autism makes me have makes me have a different kind of mind. So like my mind can see things differently from people who don't have a disability, and sometimes that's a good thing, because sometimes my ideas could probably be better than people who don't have a disability, because that's what makes me really special. It makes everyone special who has autism and other learning disabilities. But like any kind of disability though, there are going to be some challenges though in life, and especially when you have a mental problem, like you can get like upset more easy, just like me. Like even little things can still trigger me, like, but I don't mean like I don't always have a meltdown whenever I'm getting triggered. Sometimes it's because I can just like get really flustered, and then like I just shut down. And when I mean shut down, like I mean like I just like freeze in fear, and I can't function, and then I don't even know how to explain things, if I'm upset with something, until I actually calm down. And like there could be like other things that trigger me other than just like the money issue. It can be like loud sounds, such as like people yelling or just being loud, or it can be from like people being impatient, even though anyone would not like that. But But with someone like me, though, and for those who have like mental problems, it's harder for them to deal with all that stuff because like it's like your brain is having is going to have a sensory overload, which means like your nervous system is react is starting to like um how's that work so like overload, kind of like an overload machine, and they can easily lose control of their emotions and all that. So like they can like get so confused, have meltdowns, or they just shut down. It depends on what your case is. And those who have mental problems such as autism and other learning disabilities that affect the nervous system, sometimes people can like just can't even deal with certain things in life, and sometimes they just have to let it go and just don't even try to fight their way through it if it's really something they can't handle, as long as it's something important such as like knowing how to survive and like know how to spend money correctly, and make sure you don't do anything illegal and stuff like that. Stuff like that is what people really just need to worry about, no matter what the circumstances are. But still, I mean, we all deserve to be respected, no matter what the circumstances are. And also, like, just because, like, the thing is, like, with me, like, I do respect other people too, but if they don't respect me, then I'm not going to respect them back. And I would just move on from them, no matter what it is. Because it doesn't matter who it could be. Whether it's your relatives, your parents, aunts, uncles, anyone, really, because, like, if people don't respect you, especially when you go through so much in life, especially when you're battling with your disability or other conditions and all that stuff, if people don't respect you, then, you just move on and just, don't let them bother you. I know it can be hard. Like, it's really hard for me, too. I get it. I mean, I've been through a lot of that in my life, especially when I was a kid. And it's never easy for me to try to ignore people. Even if I try to, I still can, get triggered. So, I mean, some people just, don't even realize that. And sometimes people just have to like let us, they just need to let us live our lives. But as long as we're not doing anything wrong, and make sure we're not doing anything dangerous either in our lives, then there really is nothing to worry about. The best advice I would give you is if you are suffering with a mental problem, the best thing you should do is see a therapist, like a therapist that you talk to about how you feel and all this stuff. And also, you should even see a physical doctor to get medicated, especially if you have a really bad case of something. Because if you don't get help, things are going to be much more challenging for you, and then you won't be able to achieve your goals that well, or probably never will if you don't get help. Because sometimes, we need support and for something like this. But no matter what goes on, you can always succeed. You can accomplish your goals no matter what goes on in life. So all you have to do is just have a positive mind, and all you do is just, live your life. But just make sure you do it the right way. Just like with me, I'm trying to live my life too, even though like I have my moments though when my autism triggers me at some point. But that can happen with anyone who has a mental problem, just like with people who have a sickness such as diabetes and like other conditions that flare up. That's going to happen to anyone who has a condition. Like, you can't completely stop it. So but the best thing you should do is do what is best for you, like what you're most comfortable with. That way you'll know, like, if, this is something you can handle or not. Because you can't force yourself to do something you don't like. Because that's how, like a lot of people do in life is that they force themselves to do things that they really don't want to do. But in fact, they actually can make that choice of not forcing themselves to do something that they don't like. Just like with me, like if I don't like something, I'm not going to force myself to do it, because I realized when I did that before, I realized that, it's really my choice, and, I can't just like, let people control me and all that stuff. So sometimes you just have to, try to make the right choice. As long as you're making a good choice and it's not like hurting anyone or hurting someone's feelings, then there's nothing to worry about. But even that's hard for me to understand sometimes. But even if I try to do things the right way, sometimes even I still feel like I'm, not doing good enough. But, even if I do, there still can be, a silver lining in life. So, like, I can always find another way to get through tough situations and all that. And we all can do that at some point if we try. That's all you have to do is just try. If you don't try hard enough, then you're not going to be able to figure out what to do in life. And eventually people just give up, which is not a good thing to do. So, best thing you should just do is try things what you think, you're comfortable with. And if you like it that way, then okay, there you go. That's just how it is. And, but be sure, but we all need to be respectful to anyone. Everyone needs to be respected, no matter what goes on in life. Unless if they don't respect you first, then obviously you know that they're not the right people to talk to, obviously. So, that's just how it is. Well, I hope everyone liked my video, and be sure to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. And if you have any questions at all about my video and any advice I can give you about how to get through tough situations, please give me a request on YouTube. Thank you very much, and have a good day.